On this session, the cashier will learn when the shift is closed, what job need to be done before he can leave the store. So you need to understand one thing. And this session, what we're going to learn is when the shift is closed, cashier need to take out all the item that is sold, that including the cooler, that including the cigarettes, and then including the item. The system will tell you everything, so that's the way it has to be done. So need to take out the cigarette, then item that is sold, and the item that is sold in the cooler. There's a procedure for that thing, so we'll learn step by step, one by one. So I'm putting the screen on the side. Okay, on this screen you can see over here 18 and 12. It means that there is 18 cigarettes that is missing, that we can bring it from inside to the outside for the sale, and the 12 item that was sold that need to be bring from inside to outside. This is just for the display purpose. If I click it over here 18, so all the cigarettes that need to be taken out from inside to outside. And if I click it over here 12, this 12 item, this item was sold that you can take it from inside to outside, and we can go in detail everything. So this is that you see over here. So anyway, so when you close your shift, there's 18 items cigarette that need to be out, 12 items need to be out, and whatever item that you sold in the cooler, which we are going to explain you. On this session, we'll just learn how to take out the merchandise, not the cooler section. So I'm going to log out. I'm going on the bound screen back, and I'm going to click right over here. Okay, if I click help, cigarette and merchandise fill up, you can see that over here, cigarette and merchandise fill up, and the shift fill up cooler. So we can do it on the next session, this one. Let's finish this session. So when you click it over here, there's a two item, that's the cigarette and the general merchandise. So let's talk about the cigarette. Okay, so when you click the cigarette over here, and you can say calculate out, so all this item that need to be taken out. But before we do that thing, we need to understand what all this figure is. Okay, in the cigarette, this is all the cigarette. There is some section that we have to keep it on the back office, back inside the over there, and there is something that stay in the front for the customer to sell it, and this is the total inventory. Obviously, whatever the front plus the back, that's a total inventory. Front, back, total inventory. Front, back, total inventory. And if you keep the mouse over here, this will let you know how many should be available in the front display. You can see that. If over here, how many should be available in the back stock, you can see that. Over here, how many should be available in stock, the total stock, you can see that. Now you understand this three part now, right? Now let's talk about the display, what the display is. If you can keep your mouse over here, you can see how many it can hold maximum in the front display. So every item, how much you can put on this one. If there is a 4 facing, so you can put 44 unit of cigarette over here, cigarette pack. Over here, how many item can hold in the max in the front display. So this is the you can put in the front display. It's right over here. This is going to be fixed all the time until unless you decide to change and make something lying over there. So this can become 33 or this can become 22. But every shelf that carry 11 pack of cigarette. And the pack. Over here, if you keep the mouse over here, you can see it, how many comes in a pack. Cigarette is 10, merchandise you can go from 1 to 10, whatever. And if 0 will not come up. If anything that you put over here, that's going to come over here is the critical item. And if it's not put over here in the pack, it was not going to come. And out is the much how many should be transferred from back to the front. Like for example, we have 5 in the front. We have 80 in the back. The display is for 22. The system is saying you can take out 1 cartoon and you can bring it to the front. As soon as you bring the 1 cartoon, put it in the front, this becomes 15, right? It's less because if you can bring 2 pack, then you cannot fit over here. The maximum you can put is 22. So if you can bring over 10, so this becomes 15. So that's okay. Okay, over here you can put 44 on the display. This cigarette, you can click it over here. I'm sorry, over here, and if you get the blue over here, you can see the picture. So you sell pretty much. So there is a 4 display, 4 row of that you can put over there. You have a 15 in the front. On the back, you have 85. It should be 80. I'm just example. So is the system saying you can take a 2 carton out? So when you take a 2 carton out, so 20 plus 15 is equals to 35, and you have a 44 on the display. So you can put up to 2 carton. The system will let you know how many to bring it from back to the front. Same way, this one. Okay, you have a 44 display. You have an 8 in the front, 40 on the back, and it come in a 10 case. System say you can take out 3. So if you can bring the 3 case, become 38. And you can put 44 maximum, so you cannot bring 4, otherwise it's not going to fit in the front. So that's the way to do it. So, if any question, you can just keep the mouse and you can see it. And this is the location that we discussed about. Shell number CI1. This is shelf number 1, item number 4, 1 facing. This is the 5 facing over here. It's supposed to be 4 facing because 44. 1 facing, you see a 22. 2 facing is become a 22. 3 is going to be 33. And that's how it's going to work. Like, for example, this is a true one. This is the 4 facing. You can put up to 44 cigarette over here. So that's the way you're going to read the whole thing properly. So now, you just assume that you took it out, okay? Suppose if you take it out, okay? And then, you have to submit it. As soon as you submit it, or you can go down from here because, usually when you use a tablet, you have to use all those things to Suppose you would like to submit one, you won't bring it out, right? Just click submit over here. As soon as you press submit, this will become 70, this will become 15, and this will go back to 0. Okay. See, this becomes 60, this becomes 10, and this becomes 0 automatically, right? If I put it over here. Now, if I put it over here, so this should become 20, this should become, if it's not, then there's some problem and we'll fix that thing, no problem. So as soon as you submit over here, this should become 25, right? The front. It become 25, and this become 75, and this become, it was 85, now it becomes, it should be 80, but now suppose if you go over here, right? Now the system say you can take out 1 quantity from here. So if you press submit over here, then this become 15, this become 110. This is going to remain same as it is. So if I submit over here, oh, actually once you put that thing, it changed the whole section up and down because there's indexing over here right now, so it's changed automatically. Okay, over here, the system says you can bring a 5 carton over here, so you can just click over 1, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. So this become automatically 50, and as soon as 50, this will go away from here. There's no need to be over here. So any item that you finish it will be wiped out from here automatically. Okay, over here the system said, there is a 4 unit over here. It comes in a pack of 10, and you have only 4 over here. So the system says you can take a 4 carton over here, by the way. It should be 3 carton, but you can figure it out. Okay, over here, the system says that you can bring 1 carton over here because 22 you can put it over there. So as soon as it's satisfied, this will wipe out automatically from here. If I bring 1 carton over here, you can see this will go away from here. So as soon as I bring 1 carton over here, then this become 13 and this become go out automatically. As soon as I click over here, see this go away from here. Now again, there is a 4 unit. You can bring 1 carton over here. You can just bring 1 carton. As soon as that thing will go away. So whatever the left over here means that the job that you have to bring the cigarette over here. First you take out the cigarette and you can do it by yourself. And once you click the display all the cigarette will come over here. And if you can, how much you can take it out that all the thing that's pending will comes up automatically over here. So at this moment, how many you think that you have need? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. There should be 13 just come in the front automatically. Let's check that thing. Maybe I counted mistake wrong. So all the cigarette at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So this should sit so that now the 13 comes automatically over here. And the same thing with the merchandise. All this thing again, the front is 1, we have a 7 on the back. Okay, so our inventory total is 8, and the system is saying you can bring out 2 in the front. So once you take out the 2, you can do it from here also. Just click over here, it will manually. So once you click once, this become 3, right? The front will become 3 automatically. You click over one, so this become 3, and the back become 5, and out becomes 0. So this is another way to do it. You can do it from here also. Very simple. So this become 11 right now. You can see that thing. So you can use that side or you can use this side, and you can reverse it also. If you make a mistake, you can go down all this item. Like this is like, suppose if this is oil, we have only 1, and inside there is a 14 pieces lying inside, and it's come in the pack of 2. As soon as you reach, it will come automatically over here. So I can just say yes, I need to transfer. So menu, click it over here, or you can scan the item too. You can scan the item, it can do automatically for you. What the big, like a 10 unit, or if you make it a 2 unit, and click it over here. So this become 2. Just keep on adding by 2 all the time after that thing. And suppose if you do manually, if I click it once, this will become what? 3, and this will become 12. So this become 3, this become 12, and outside is still 1. You can still bring one more item over here, because you have at 5 you have a display, so it's not become 0. But as soon as you click it over here, this becomes 0, and this go to next automatically. Until this 0 is not there, it will keep on adding up for you. So I can go down now. Again, there's a 1 in the front, 10 on the back. It's come in a pack of 5. The system said you can take out 1. So 5 plus 1 is 6. After that, this should become 0 and go to the next line automatically. So that's the way you fill up all the items that you sold, the critical item like oils, cigarettes, and all the items that you've done it. You can do that thing too. Now the second thing is, you can take the item for the cooler also, but that's going to be next session. It's already 12 minutes now, so I don't want to make a long session. So again, this is a Marlboro cigarette. This is all the cigarettes item that need to be taken out. You can just click out over here, it's item, and if it's a general merchandise, you can just take out all this item. Click out all the item that need to be taken out. Just put it over there, transfer from back to the front, and once you do your work, and if you can go to the POS, this will become 0 and 0 all the time. And that's it. That's a close of the session.